All right, good morning. Excuse me. Thought I'd be a little more chipper today, so hope this helps. I might fade into just regular old boring me, but we'll see what happens. But there's the test. I'm getting my new fridge today, so this is, I'll go over the test, and if you have any questions, you can let me know, email me. Otherwise, we'll do our retest tomorrow. So let's do it. Number one, tangent. Oh, first of all, here's so, ka, and toa. So tangent is right there, your T. So O and A, which would be the opposite and adjacent. Okay, the H would be hypotenuse. So, and that's only used for sine and cosine. So we use SOHCAHTOA for number 2 and 3. If you look at, it says all sine of x, cosine of x, tangent of x. So that's your reference angle. So if you make your bow and arrow, and here's your target, the 30 is the opposite, 34 is the hypotenuse, and 16 is adjacent. So for sine, I need opposite and hypotenuse, so 30 over 34. Cosine, I need adjacent and hypotenuse, so 16 over 34. And then tangent's opposite and adjacent, so I need 30 over 16. So that's it right there. So A, for number 3, same thing. Make your list. Sorry, not your list. Make your curve, your bow and arrow, and then 32 is your target. So that's the O, opposite. Here's the hypotenuse, and then here's the adjacent. So sine is 32 over 40. Cosine is 24 over 40. And tangent is 32 over 24. Okay, so that's all I'm looking for there. It's just quick fractions based on the sides of the triangle. Okay, I don't know why there's, man, I suck at numbering. Sorry. The second number one, apparently, this is the foil. So let's change colors here. So we got these two rainbows on top, and these two on the bottom. So the 2x times 2x is 2x squared. 2x times 7 is 14x. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 7 is 35. So then you combine like terms. So you get 19x here. Bring down the 2x squared. Bring down the plus 35. And obviously the 19x is a positive number. So then that's your answer. So you do the same thing over here. Okay, so 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times negative 4, negative 12x. Now the bottom, or the middles, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. And then you combine the middles right there. So you get negative 18x. Bring down the 6x squared. And bring down the plus 12. And you're done. See, I'm very chipper. These problems were where you just plug in the number. So 3 goes in for n. So negative 4 times negative 3 plus 5. So here you get, you multiply. So you get positive 12 plus 5. And you get 17. Over here, number 4, I plug in the 7. And since there's two n's, you plug them into both. So you look at, you got the 7 squared, and then the minus 5 times 7. So you got to follow PEMDAS. So 7 squared is 49 times 2, which is 98. And then this is negative 35, so minus 35, which is, if I'm doing it in my head, 63. There we go. Okay. onto the back side, we have your system. So you take all this, plug it in to Y, and feel free to pause the video, go through it, do step by step, come back, resume the video, do what you got to do. All right, I don't want to make this video 30 minutes long, so I'm going kind of fast. But you plug that in, so it looks like this: negative 7x plus 2, and then all of that in parentheses, negative 6x plus 8 equals negative 22. Okay, and then we distribute this positive 2. So this negative 7x comes down. You can bring down the equals negative 22 because you don't touch that yet. But then you distribute the 2 to everything in the parentheses. So you got negative 12x and then a plus 16. So you got to multiply everything. So then you combine like terms. So just add the numbers in front. Negative 7 minus 12 is negative 19. X plus 16 equals negative 22. Then it's a two-step solve. So I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. Cancels out, bring down the negative 19x, and I should get negative 38. And then I'm going to divide, not the x, just negative 19. And I'm going to bring it over here, x equals positive 2. Okay, then, take that and plug it in to this x, because that equation's already in y equals form, so it makes it a little easier. So negative 6 times the 2 plus 8. So then multiply these, you get negative 12 plus 8, so you get negative 4. Y equals negative 4. Those are your answers. Okay? All right. These two, you need Desmos. Where's my Desmos? Give me that. There it is. Okay. So you make sure you go to the wrench, make sure you're in degrees, and then you're good to go. Okay, you got the funcs button. So when the X is on the bottom, you switch these guys. So it looks like this. X is over here now, and then the sign of 54 is on the bottom. So then you plug all of this in the calculator. 13 divided by, go to funcs or functions, sign 54, enter, and I get 16.07 or 06 or 16.1 is up to you. Okay, over here, there we go. I gotta zoom in a little bit. Since the X is on the top, you just take these and you multiply them. So put the 3 in front. Okay, and it separates so you don't have to worry about any parentheses. So 3 times, go to funcs, cosine, 77, and there you go. You get 0.67. Okay, 0.67, 0.7, 0.6, whatever. All right. Now the last couple things, we have the diamonds. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what multiplies to the top and adds to the bottom. So you make your list of numbers of 45. You do that by dividing by numbers until you get decimals and until you start repeating. Okay, so divide by 1. 2 is a decimal, so it doesn't work. 3 is 15, so I'm going to write 3 and 15. 4 is a decimal. 5 is 9. 6 is a decimal. 7 is a decimal. 8 is a decimal. 9 is 5, so I'm done. I started repeating. So then you look at this bottom number. Whatever sign that is, if it's negative or positive, the bigger column matches that sign. So since this is negative, I'm going to make all these bigger numbers negative. And so you're going to subtract 1 minus 45, negative 44. Doesn't work. 3 minus 15, negative 12. Doesn't work. 5 minus 9, negative 4. Bingo. So my answers are 5 and negative 9. Okay, do the same thing over here. But now I have a positive number down here. So we know our bigger number column is going to be positive. But you make a list of numbers. So 72 divided by, 2 divided by 1, 72. Should be your freebie all the time, right? You should know 2 works because it's an even number. 3 works, all right, 24. 4 works, 18. 5 does not work. It doesn't end in a 5 or 0. 6 works, you get 12. 7, nope. 8 and 9. So I'm going to start repeating because I'm going to do 9 and I'm going to get 8. So that's it. Since the 6 is positive, all my bigger column numbers need to be positive. So I'm going to make the smaller numbers negative. So I'm going to add, these are positive. So I'm going to add them up. Let me get rid of my calculator. There we go. So that's that's positive 71. That's 34. So nothing, these don't work at all. 21, 14 doesn't work. I need a 6. Boom, I got a 6. I don't even have to try 8 and 9. So I got negative 6, positive 12. Those are my answers. Hope this helps. Be ready for the retest tomorrow. The year's almost done. Adios.